I want to give everybody an introduction that you've done very well in the program, and you've been very much a silent shark where I didn't hear from you for months and months and months and months. And I
Mhm.
was, oh, by the way, I'm doing double, triple what I was doing before. So that was cool to see. If you can give people an introduction of just what you sell, how you deliver it, who you sell it to, kind of price points, just all the kind of basics.
Yeah. Um, well, my name is Mohammed, and yeah, I'm a Muslim guy in Saudi Arabia, which is something rare. Like I think when I joined EasyGrow and I viewed the map, I was sure that I would be the only one in Saudi Arabia. And that was true. Yeah, I was the only one in Saudi Arabia. Because most people who join EasyGrow are from first world countries like the US. Most of your clients are from the US, from Western European countries, from the UAE. People from the UAE are like basically US people, Western Europeans coming to the UAE. So yeah, I was um, like you can call it. Uh, an outlier, someone from a third world country joining EasyGrow. And I target people who speak Arabic, because I speak Arabic, it's my native language. So I target these people. And I knew it would be a challenge for me to scale because of me being in a third world country, selling to a third world country audience. But even though, like, on top of that, like with your program, was really, really, really helpful. And I managed to double or triple my business after joining EasyGrow.
Hmm.
And I loved a lot of things about your program. And like
Just before
even
we,
though pricing,
yeah.
like let me tell you something. Uh, like it's hard in a third world country to get crazy results, as you show in your testimonials, like 100K per month USD. Well, that's normal if you're selling in the US, but if you're selling in Saudi Arabia, you cannot charge that much. The purchasing power is low. But
Hmm.
even though like I managed to scale my business now to 35,000 US dollars per month, which is great, considering that I'm selling in a third world country, like I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, and what's your price point?
Well, selling two programs. I'm selling
Mhm.
one at $133. It is how it is here.
Mhm.
And it's quite expensive for people to purchase. I'm selling the other one, which is my high ticket course, at $533.
Mhm.
And I will push that to 1,000 to 1.5K
Mhm.
USD.
Okay,
Yeah, the future.
cool, man. And you've missed one thing, probably the most important one. You forgot to tell people what it is that you actually do for your clients.
Oh, yeah. Well, I teach English. That's what I do. I speak English well. I'm not a native. My English is not like I don't have that crazy accent like
Mhm.
a US guy, but
Mhm.
I'm very good at English, and I'm teaching people English in Saudi Arabia. And you can succeed
Mhm.
in any niche if you are very good at what you do.
Mhm. And in terms of the structure, man, is that done as like a one-to-one? Is that done as a group course? Because a lot of people would want to know like how that roughly looks like.
Well, for my low ticket course, which is $133, it's just course material and a community with
Mhm.
support. That's all we do.
Mhm.
And for my high ticket course, which is $533, which is high here, um, it is it's course material plus support plus an AI tool I
Mhm.
built for English language learners. So
Mhm.
like the idea was to have coaches like the way you teach in EasyGrow, but I was a little bit smarter and I created an AI for English language learners that replaced all the coaches. It creates a
Mhm.
study plan for you, speaks with you, corrects your everything. So no need for coaches. And I could scale it more and be
Mhm.
more profitable this way. Like combining info with a software is
Mhm.
great if you do it correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you have to scale with volume, right? Being a low ticket. So you mentioned right now you're doing 35K per month. How much were you doing when you first came on board?
Around 10K. Yeah, I remember 10K. 10, 15K.
Just a little increase right there, right? A very, very small increase, doubling, tripling the business at that point. Okay.
Yeah.
And what was that, man? Was it like 2, 3, 4 months ago? Like it hasn't been long.
Yeah, almost like 5 months ago.
4 months ago. Okay.
4 months ago.
Walk me through it, man. What do you think EasyGrow has contributed the most?
First thing is product. Guys, I'm telling you, watching this call, um, anyone who thinks they are good at creating a product and they think, oh, yeah, I can create a good product, I can say that 95% of your products, I don't want to say, but you don't know how to create crazy products to dominate your niche. You don't know this, believe me. The way Charlie teaches that in his programs is insane. Like actually become a genius at creating an offer. An offer is not um, like it's not something simple like I can help you do this or like I sell you this stuff. It's more complicated than like it's like I help you achieve X. In like let's say in time frame like I help you achieve X in Y without Z, the main pain points. And it's not only that, like you need to have a deep understanding of offer creation. It goes beyond that. And like I remember the videos were long. Like Charlie like explained it in a very detailed scientific way. The videos were very long. No guru, no coach does that even, but it was really helpful. Like now I truly understand what offer creation is. And that's the backbone of the business. Without a good offer, you cannot scale, no matter what. Like it's the backbone of your business. Like to the point that people reach out to us on WhatsApp and they say, our friend recommended this course, so we bought it. That's crazy, to hear.
Let me ask you this, man. How did you feel when you first came into EasyGrow? Was it like a level of, did you feel like humility or humbled in a sense? Essentially, what I'm asking is like, how good did you think your product was then versus like what it is now?
When I first joined, like I was very confident that I would like that Charlie is the best coach on YouTube. Like I can say to you guys, like he's the best guru online. And like even on the sales call then, like when I was talking to like I didn't talk that much. I said, well, let me join. I just want to pay you guys and join because I trust Charlie. And
Mhm.
um yeah, it was your program was legit and reliable.
Mhm.
Um what was the question?
Yeah, in terms of your product,
Yeah, yeah,
because
hear
you
me
mentioned
out.
something interesting, right? A lot of people coming into the program already think that they have like an insane product until they go through and realize
Yeah,
what that
yeah.
would actually look like. So, how has that changed from like what it was before to what it is now?
Yeah, it was kind of a shock when I watched Acquisition Genesis, which is the module that in which Charlie teaches offer creation. I discovered that my offer was not that good, even though I thought it was good. So
Mhm.
I hired developers. I built an AI software and I integrated it into my course. I worked so hard on the course. Uh, like Charlie like makes you understand this in a deep psychological way. The way you talk to people, like an offer is a broad term. Like it's the way you talk to people on social media. It's your copywriting, the way you do, like you create the copy of your sales page, your messaging, all of that. So it's a broad term, guys. Like it's
Mhm.
way deep. And I discovered that I was doing a lot of stuff in a wrong way, messaging, the way I talk to people, and yeah, building my offer.
Mhm.
I like the moment I finished Acquisition Genesis, um, I just hired some developers and I made a full plan so that my product becomes number one in the Middle East for Arab people who want to learn English. And
Mhm.
it actually is. It actually is, yeah. Now, I spent,
Okay.
guys, like I spent 4 months. I spent 4 months crafting my product.
Yeah.
If you do your product in 2 weeks, then probably it's not a good program,
Yeah.
honestly.
And like, man, I don't know if you mind me saying, if you do, we can edit this bit out, but you've done it without even working on the business full time, right? You've got other things going on as well. Like you didn't have 24 hours a day to make all these kind of changes right here.
Yeah, guys, I'm studying medicine, I'm the busiest person. Like, guys, I'm in college. I'm 20 years, I'm in second year of med school. And yeah, I had time. Like I remember I would go to university, like we have breaks, so I would watch Charlie's videos. I would take notes during the class. I love that, but it was doable. Like you can manage a business and manage college. You don't need to drop out. But if you want to go all in, of course you can drop out, but it's like
What would you say?
like yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, man, but obviously the program is quite heavy, right? There's long videos there, lots to consume. What would you tell the guy or girl that maybe already has like a lot on their plate and is like, ah, can I even like devote the time to doing this?
I don't know what to say. Like guys, if you cannot watch 10, 20 hours on business, then you don't deserve to have a business. That's the truth of it. Like you cannot sit and watch a 2, 3 hour video explaining you how to create an inbound system, how to track your sales, how to understand psychology of offer creation. You don't have time for that. You need to have time. Like this is business.
I was hoping you'd say that because it's so true, right? You have to make
That's
the
the
time
truth. Yeah.
and you have to make that a priority. Okay, so obviously Acquisition Genesis helped you a lot in terms of offer and just getting a much deeper understanding of the business. Now, because you have a low ticket offer, like a lot of the parts of the program wouldn't apply to you, right? Because it's
Yeah.
mainly built for people that are using high ticket.
Yeah, right.
Was there any other points of value that you were able to use that helped you to go from 10 to 35K a month?
See, now I'm doing the book a call funnel, you know. I managed to have some Egyptian sales reps and I'm implementing the knowledge I learned from EasyGrow and it's going well now. Like I'm closing some deals, I will onboard my sales reps soon. But the knowledge Charlie has is crazy. Like I now know the metrics. So I know how to structure payment plans, for example, how to price my offer. Like the main thing is metrics. You cannot scale if your metrics are broken. For example, you need to have at least 60% show rate. A 3x LTV for your client, for a client, 1.5x for like front end cash collected, like when they pay the first payment. So these metrics, if you don't know them, you cannot scale profitably if you don't know how to track, like track your sales reps. Like I'm implementing all this knowledge now, and it's crazy.
You've been watching Charlie for, well, you already had a really good sense of his expertise. And I remember there was a very easy call that I had with you. Like you were already sold
Yeah,
before you even kind of
yeah.
jumped onto the call. So a couple of things. How long had you been watching Charlie before you decided to book in that first call?
A long time. Like I'm 20, I've been watching Charlie since I was 17. Like before going to university, before even starting a business when I was in high school. And I want to tell you something which is quite funny. Like I binged his YouTube channel. I watched almost like more than 70% of his videos. Like when I would go to college, I would play his video, a YouTube video of his on my phone so that I don't like I don't miss out on
Mhm.
the value. And like even if I have a break in college, like between sessions, between classes, I would watch like 5, 10 minute video of his.
Hmm.
And like I don't know why, but his videos feel real, authentic, and charming. Like I remember one time I was sitting in a classroom and we were studying about embryology, how embryos develop and all of that. And it was boring, like to the point that the professor said to us, guys, if you are bored, go out. I don't need you. I will not take attendance today. And I was scrolling my phone and a video of Charlie's popped up and it was how I work 12 hours a day, you know? And I said to myself, well, I need this. I'm struggling with time management in college and business, you know? So I went out of the classroom and I watched the video. It was like one of the like it was the best uh investment of time I did that week, you know, ditching that class to watch his videos. His videos are very real,
Hmm.
unauthentic. So like anyone who has been watching Charlie for a long time knows that such people don't lie. Like you see that from the value. It was a 1 hour 17-minute video, I think. So I dished the entire class. I watched it, I took notes, and my life became better after that.
And what was it, man, that after like 3 years of watching him and skipping classes to watching him and everything, what was it then that like prompted you to book in? Because 3 years is a long time, right? What was the thing that made you think, you know what, let's book in a call and let's have a conversation?
I knew his program was expensive, and at the time I was broke. So like I could not invest anything in purchasing a program. So was just learning on YouTube for free. Then when I reached a certain point in business, I said to myself, well, this guy's legit. I want to buy his program.
Hmm. So it was literally just being ready financially and then jumping
Yeah,
in. There was
yeah.
nothing
I
else.
was broke, so it was only financial matter.
Yeah. And let me ask you this one. Like, I remember it being like a really easy conversation that we had. Obviously, because you had a lot of trust already, you had basically already made up your mind. Did you have any kind of hesitations or anything you weren't sure about when you were coming into the program?
Yeah, there was one thing.
Hmm.
Like like I knew and I was sure of this that I would face some problems and I would not get crazy results because of being in a third world country. And it's to some point that is true, considering that I'm selling to a third world audience. Like even when I would ask a question in the community, like the team, like the support team would recommend that I sell English programs in the US. But I
Hmm.
was already famous in Saudi Arabia and creating content. Yeah, so I tried like to be smart, to learn as much as I can, to implement some techniques. You know, some techniques actually don't apply to people selling low tickets. And guys, I recommend you only sell high ticket. Um, yeah, and I was like, I refused at the time to do the high ticket thing because I used to see testimonials and people, business owners in your program selling 5, 10K offers, and it's almost impossible to push behind 1.5K here. So I said to myself, well, it's not that much worth it. Let me just scale up the low ticket courses. It will work better. But now I'm starting to realize that, well, although like I would only be charging like 1K USD, let's say, but the cost per booked call is lower, you know, competition is way lower. So I'm making less in terms of revenue, but at the same time, all other costs are lower. The cost per book, like now I book a high quality lead at $5 here in Saudi Arabia. Can you imagine $5 you book a high quality,
Yeah.
yeah, lead and you close them upfront, cash collected is, you can say like 200, $300. So
Yeah.
it makes sense, you know?
Yeah. Your profitability, you're capped by two things, like the total addressable market that you have, and profitability goes way up as a kind of
Yeah.
counterbalance towards that. Let me ask you this, man. How did you get on taking teachings and systems and training that was in English through to putting it into a non-English speaking market? Did you have any challenges there? Because I guess some people that we work with that aren't in an English speaking country who go, oh, okay, I'm based in X country, we speak X language, but the training is in English, so it must not work in this market right here. Do you have any complications around that?
Um, I see. Charlie sells to the US. You know, most of your clients are US based. And the US market is the most competitive. And Charlie teaches what works in the US. So if something works, let's say 100% in the US, in your country, it will work 300% because there's less competition. So it's an advantage for you because you have special knowledge that you will not get from the gurus in your country. No. But at the same time, as you mentioned, a less profitability. Like unless let's say you are in actually a first world country, like you are in Germany, let's say a first world country, something like that, you are lucky then
Hmm.
because you are taking teaching from the US and you are implementing it in your country. So you are now like I'm way beyond my competitors. I'm way more knowledgeable than them. They are using tactics that are outdated.
It'll be interesting to see, man, where you go over the next couple of years because this is what you've done in 4 months, 5 months that you're working with us. So, what are the kind of next steps for you at the moment in this business and potentially other things that you want to do?
Um, well, my view on businesses, each market has a cap. So yeah, Charlie now, till the time recording this video, he makes 1 million a month, right? I assume million USD a month, and he says it himself that there is a cap which is $3 million a month with coaching, and yeah, it's like the problem with info is it gets very difficult to scale. Like it's one of the easiest businesses to start, especially if you implement the knowledge in Charlie's programs. But there comes a point, like let's say you make be behind like 100K, 200K, 300K USD, you will feel that scaling this business becomes harder, and it actually is. Scaling an info business is one of the hardest thing to do. So my view is software. That's the end game. With all of the knowledge I got from Charlie's programs and other gurus online, I'm thinking of starting a software which is a minimalist version of Go High Level because the market here is uneducated. Building that in the Middle East and scaling this business because the whole game is retention.
Yeah.
Info businesses are acquisition heavy businesses. So if you manage to retain a client, that is way smarter
Yeah.
than acquiring and
And with,
just yeah,
with this business, man, how far do you see yourself taking it?
software.
No, with the English coaching from the 35K a month, how far do you want to take this?
Well, if I go crazy on this, and this is what I'm doing now, I think I can take it like I was working out, like I was doing math past week, right? Maybe I can take it to 100K USD per month. 1 million a month is impossible, I think, that because of the market cap. I mean, then you need to have enterprise value and that
Hmm.
sort of thing.
Hmm.
But being a one person business, like I think maximum is 100, 200K USD per month. And
Hmm.
it will take a lot of time to get there. It
Yeah.
is difficult.
What would
Yeah.
that be like 500, 1,000 clients that you're closing per month, every single month?
Like let's say I charge the highest, which is 1.5K USD for my program. And this is the price of an institution if you want to learn English in Saudi Arabia. So 1.5K USD for my program. How many clients do I need to close a month to make 100K?
Yeah, that
Considering that some
60,
of them will buy three payments.
yeah, 60,
Difficult.
65 if they all pay in full. That makes sense. Let me ask you this, man, a little bit more personal, but how has life kind of changed from going from 10 to 30K, 35K?
Well, well, honestly, like it's absolutely the same. Let me tell you something. Uh, I'm in Saudi Arabia, and it's an Islamic country, so there's no alcohol, there's no drinking, no women. Women here are covered. Um, like we don't listen to music that much. We don't dance. We don't go party, drink, dance, women. So if you are rich here, well, you can buy a car, but your life will be the same. Like what do you do? Like if there are no women, no drinking, and I respect my religion, so I don't do that. Like even if I go to Dubai or I go to any other country, I never drink, I never touch women, I never do any of that because I'm a Muslim and I respect my religion. So that's the thing. Money did not change my life at all. I have uh two of my friends who are close to me. I living in the same apartment, which is, do you know that this apartment costs 100 $40 a month? Very cheap.
Really? Really?
Really? It's two rooms, $140 a month.
For each room or for both in total?
Both.
That's crazy, man. So what keeps you going? What makes you want to scale more? What makes you want to do those things beyond the kind of, I guess, the hedonistic kind of aspects that motivates a lot of entrepreneurs?
Um, well, I think it's a blessing that I was raised as a Muslim and been in Saudi Arabia and um, had to realize after watching a lot, like I watch each video Charlie posts, and he talks in his recent videos about like he says that he doesn't care about women, even if she's very beautiful. He does not care about her. Um, he wants like one girlfriend, low maintenance, respects his time. He doesn't like to drink. He sleeps early. He just wants to build. He always says it, build. And this is what I realize, and this is what I want to do. And the culture here, the religion, the laws, they all help you to build. And I just want to do that. Like,
Mhm.
let's say I make 100K USD per month. I will keep living here. I will just grow my companies and I will get more famous and become a better person and become the best version of myself. Just build and help people.
Mhm. Good news is, man, is you're on the path to doing that and you've scaled, you're making a lot of money. The bad news is that Saudi Arabia has lost a very good future doctor in the future,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
a kind of
Worst
trade-off.
case scenario is like worst case scenario for me, become a doctor and get a good salary, like 3K USD per month, 5K if you're lucky.
Well, mate, you've done really well because, and you don't need me telling you this, of course, but like you mentioned, your apartment, your rent is like 140 a month. You were already doing 10K a month when you joined. Like in
Yep.
Saudi Arabia, that's an extremely comfortable life, right? And so you're in a position where you could have been comfortable, you could have stagnated, you could have done the same thing over and over and over again, but you ultimately sought growth, you sought development, you made a big financial investment at that time and you pushed through that. And so yeah, man, you don't need me to tell you that you're doing very well, but it needs to be said, man. You've killed it and it's only the beginning. I don't think the Middle East is ready for what's going to happen in the next 5 years with the amount of stuff that you're going to build right there, man. I think also as well, you're in a position where you can provide a lot of opportunities, right? You can provide really good employment, you can provide really good jobs, you can build really good cultures because ultimately you're a builder. But yeah, man, you've crushed it and you've done it all in silence as well. Like,
Yeah.
I want people to know this that I brought you on board, you went in the program, and then you just messaged me that you're doing 35K a month a couple of months later. I was like, oh, that's nice. Where did that come from, you know? Um,
Yeah, and
so,
here's like let me tell you something. When I wanted to join the program, like before joining the program, I wanted to buy a Porsche,
mhm,
because where I live, like if you're like the culture, like the market here is uneducated. People are not familiar with making money online, that stuff, and even like gurus on YouTube here who speak Arabic. They're not that much developed in terms of content and all of that. So knowledge is not available for everyone because people here don't speak English. So I wanted to buy a Porsche at this age and flex, go to college. But then I thought to myself, well, why do I need a Porsche? Like, let's be real. I was watching Charlie at the time and he was saying like you need to build, and I would a lot of times get sad for being stuck at the same revenue and not having the best program, the best AI software for English language learners in the Middle East. So I said to myself, well, I'm living very cheap. My apartment is $140 a month. No women, no drinking, nothing to spend money on. Like, just build. Like, I did not buy the Porsche. I joined your program. I locked in and was the best decision I made. And I will never buy a supercar. I don't care about that. I just want to build now.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. And if you did want to, you can do a lot more now with the
Yeah.
community. Brother, I think we'll leave it here for now. It's been fantastic.